Really, bro? You're not gonna say anything to them? Just gonna like flap your tongue every once in a while? Yeah, crazy here. Hey? You got a problem here, bro. Hey, Cruzy. How you doing, pal? Well, you better say hi, Cruzy. Smile at least. Okay, bro, we're done. You good? Can I go? He's like, yeah, please. Look at his eyes. Can you please take the camera away from me? I'm trying to sleep. That's it. We're gonna go, okay? One last chance to say something. Okay. What's up, everybody? What's up? I haven't done a live stream in a little while, so this kind of feels nice, actually. Oh, Lisa Marie, thank you. Happy belated birthday to Cruz. Oh, you got a puppy. How cute. Oh, that's really cool. Got myself a beer today. And I'm setting up my my laptop above my phone this time, so I'm not always looking off to the side. I'm gonna look up above. That way I can see you guys. Hey, yo. Oh, this chat's here a little better. On my fourth week of living in the van. Brandon's van life, that's pretty wicked. Those are the funnest times, man. Not to say that they get less as fun, but those are the funnest times, man. I remember my first, even 3-4 months of living in the van. I was super stoked. My stoke level was through the roof. It was pretty cool. Everything was fun. Sleeping in front of an apartment building for the first time, total blast. Kim Jones, thank you for the birthday present for Cruzy Bear. Cruzy, people are buying you birthday presents, bro. He's 4 years old now. AR45445, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. So happy New Year, you guys. It's been a nut house around here, like absolute nut house. With all the deliveries and stuff that have been coming in, all the time that we've been spending here at the shop, just an absolute nut house. And only a few more parts to come in for that thing, and then Lauren will be coming back to do some more work on the engine to get more things put back together. And I also have the electrician guy that originally pulled out everything in the back of the ambulance, all the wiring that was done in the ambulance from the very beginning. That electrician guy is coming back, probably one of the trips with Lauren, to help out with some of the electrical stuff to make sure, because someone did a hack job on the wiring in there. It looks like there's been a lot of wiring that's just been taped together and stuff. So I don't know anything about vehicle electrical. I don't want to mess with it. So I'm going to have him come out. His name is Jay. Jay's going to come out and help out with some of the electrical stuff on there while Lauren does some of the engine work, or around that same time. And I lucked out, totally lucked out. The electrician guy, his wife, worked in the fiberglass industry, working on boats for a majority, or from what I understand, a monster chunk of her career before I think they retired. So I'm gonna pick her brain about doing the windows, and maybe get her to help me out with a list of supplies that I need to purchase to make sure that we have the right stuff to do the job right. And maybe she can kind of school me on some of the fiberglass work, which will be the next thing to do after this whole front clip is back together and the ambulance is running again. The next step after that will be fiberglass work. So we're going to repair some of the damage around the back and also seal over all those top lenses on this side there. So I'm really excited that this this whole team together for this ambulance build came together because of my YouTube channel, because I bought this, put it out there. Now I got the dream team. That's what I'm calling them all. I got Lauren and Jay, the dream team, back here working on the project that they started 4 years ago with the previous owner. So I'm pretty stoked about that. Anyway, guys, sorry I'm not reading your comments. Cruz, you getting lots of love, brother. Okay, having my comments over there is not working. Oh, hi, Cruz. What's up, homie? What's up, buddy? Hi. You see your little tail? I'm talking to YouTube, buddy. I am. They're saying happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. He's like, whatever. Hey, you turned 4 years old a few days ago, buddy. Been living the van life for just about as long as me. It's true. You went straight from the breeder straight into the van. You've been van life from day one. Hey, brofist. Can you do like, come on, give me a paw. He doesn't know how to do that. He's like, what, is there food in there? You are so flippin' adorable today. Why are you so cute? Your head cocked sideways. He's like, Dad, you're talking. I know when you talk a lot to the camera, you usually give me something to do, like eat a bone. You hungry? Huh? Yeah? Well, we got a super chat from somebody, Cruzy. AR4545. Thanks for the super chat. Chrome, I watch every episode. You make my day from the beginning. Oh, super cool. Hey, Cruzy, maybe we'll take that money and we'll buy you another bone. Do you want a bone? Do you want a bone? Look at his eyes. It's like, yeah, Dad, I want a bone. Look at me, I'm starving. I'm a starving little puppy. Okay, buddy, come on. Let's go, baby. Whoop. I took this out for him yesterday, and then we ended up leaving. That is one hunk of meat, buddy. Want a hunk of meat? Yeah, boy. Get it, Crizzy, get it. All right, we're gonna take this other one away because you don't need this other one. This one's been there for a few days. Yuck. So, feels good to be on the move with my camera here instead of being locked into a stationary position. Hopefully the feed is looking okay. I'm doing this one from my iPhone. Noreen Dye, thank you so much for that, Noreen. Toby316, happy birthday, Cruzy. I hope you got to hang out with Biggie a little bit. No, he didn't at all. I haven't really seen them up at the house around here very often. Since we've been back, I think him and Biggie only played together like twice. Forge the Road, thank you so much for that. Hopefully I didn't miss any more super chats, you guys. I got Kim, I got the first one, there you go. I really appreciate that, everybody. It really means a lot to us. Are you going to live in the AMBO with Emmy? Oh. I just read a comment and then they retracted it. Am I going to live in the AMBO with Emmy? That's a dead no. Heck no. I need my own space and she can go fart in her own van. Yeah, I'm such an individual person and she is such an individual person. I couldn't see us blending those vans together. Heck no. And I'm pretty sure if you ask her the same thing, she's going to be like, yeah, no, thank you at all. Do you use the front or back camera on your iPhone? I am on the screen side of my iPhone. That's the front facing camera. I think that's what that's called. So the one I'm using now is on the... Hold on, how much of a delay are we at on here? Trying to see the lens on the thing. Oh, YouTube's on a bit of a delay. Okay, see, I'm still talking. That's a little bit of a delay. That's funny. That's hilarious. I didn't know you guys were on. Maybe it's just the lag on my end a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, I just was going to show you. I'm just on the lens side, which is the not so good camera. The camera that's on the front, I guess maybe that's right. I'm not sure what the difference is. Front face, back face. Because I consider the front face the one I can see on the screen. Someone will correct me for sure. But yeah, I've been using an iPhone to film everything on my channel since the very beginning. And I love it. The iPhone's just simple. I don't have to carry it around on my tripod all the time. I can snap it off the tripod. And I forgot I have a mirror here. There's my camera setup. Running a tripod. This is the same tripod I use for absolutely everything. Just got it on Amazon. And that's the screen that we're filming on right now. Not the other side. How's your bone, buddy? Grody, bro. That's disgusting, Cruzy. I'm gonna take the blanket away. We don't need guts all over the blanket. All right, let's read you guys' stuff. We're gonna do it this way. Hey. There we go. Now you all can read the comments with me. Cruzy Moose. Cruzy, you got a buddy named Moose? Hi, Tanya from Prince Edward Island. How you doing? So my beer of choice in the shop tonight is the Yellow Dog High Five. I just discovered this recently. Incredibly, very juicy. It's very tropical. It's a beautiful beer. Am I getting married? No. Been there, done that, won't do it again. Roses and Thorns says to play on the turntables. So, because now YouTube is changing things up a little bit with the YouTube shorts and things like that, I have honestly debated on starting a YouTube shorts channel for my DJ stuff. Been thinking about it because you can get away with more on YouTube shorts than you could on a regular YouTube video. So I'm going to entertain the thought this year of starting a YouTube channel just for my DJ stuff, so I can at least share that part of my world out with you guys, because that's a part of my world you guys have really never seen, And I've been a club DJ my entire life prior to starting YouTube, so I thought maybe it might be fun to bring some of that to YouTube. So I may start doing that on another one. Paint Emmy's engine purple. Chrome, have I thought about doing a wood stove? That answer is yes, I've thought about it in there. And am I going to do it? The answer is no. As much as I really, really like the idea of putting in a wood stove as an alternative fuel source in the ambulance, so other than running a diesel heater in there, having something else to fuel, so when you're off into the backcountry, you can light yourself a fire. There is some ups and downs to running a wood stove. Using a wood stove when you're traveling in a residential area or anything like that is not an option. I mean, I've seen people do it, but I've also talked to many van dwellers that have had the fire department show up at their vehicle because someone in an apartment across the way said that there's smoke coming from a vehicle. They don't understand. Some people don't think, well, someone might be sleeping in there. Most people don't realize that people sleep in vehicles. So those are the ones. I've had a few people say they've had the fire department show up at their vehicle. So there's that factor. The other factor is if that thing ever gets sold in the future, ever gets sold out, sometimes in some areas, you may not be able to insure your vehicle with a local insurance company if there's a means of starting a fire inside of it. I've heard lots of horror stories about people that did great big builds, put a fireplace in it, and then when they went through inspection, they got failed because you have a means to put a fire in it. So I may not do stuff like that to this, because you got to think about years down the line, if I ever decide to sell it outside of my own province here in BC. I've heard some stories about Ontario being a little bit harder to get insurance if you have a fireplace. I've heard Alberta and stuff is okay, BC and stuff is okay, but when you're getting into a lot of the areas where there's tons of private insurance fighting for things, I heard it's harder. So no, the big runaround answer just to say no. Robert Shields, thank you so much for that. So Robert asked me if Canada's new law can, so in Canada, they're trying to pass a bill called Bill C-11, which would allow Canada to monitor who sees Canadian content and how YouTube shares it. The worry with that is they make it so YouTube has to change the algorithm, because that's what I think that's what they're really worried about. Is if they make changes like this in Canada, YouTube would have to pull Canada out of the algorithm and retrain that whole section or something like that. I'm not really too sure. So their worry is if the CRA, which is not the CRA, the whatever the hell it's called, the company in Canada that controls radio and TV and everything else, they're trying to give the CRTC, they're trying to give them control of YouTube content. That's what the government's trying to do. So what he's asking here is, if they do pass that law in Canada, if a VPN, like Surfshark, one of my sponsors, if a VPN will help correct that, that answer is a no. Because in YouTube, I'm a Canadian content creator. They have my address, they pay me out in Canada, and because of that, it affects YouTube. It doesn't affect, that's a really hard question to answer here. Really hard. But that thing, if it does get passed, does not affect how it's distributed from Canada. It's distributed how YouTube distributes it, because YouTube would have to redo the algorithm completely for us Canadian content creators to oblige by the rules of the Canadian CRTC if that were to pass. So the answer is VPN doesn't solve that whatsoever. The only solve to that is me moving to another country. That's a possibility. No, but it's true though. That's the only option at that point, is for me to move to the USA and conduct my business out of the US or somewhere else. If I were to ever pack up, ship, and move, I would go somewhere where they don't have income tax. Heck yes. Forget this government taking 50% of my stuff. They do, they literally take half. Anyway, that's a story I don't want to get into. But I would, if I had the chance to relocate, I would put this business in a place that has no Panama. There we go, we just go to Panama. Hi, everybody who just came in. Would you ever visit Australia? I don't think there's any place in this world I would say no to not visiting. Heck yes, I'd go to Australia. Yeah, Shannon, you're right. Shit on that bill. I 100% agree. Big Rock Candy Vanlife, how you doing? Thanks for the super chat. Enjoy a beer on me, Chrome. Keep the van life videos coming. Can't wait to see that thing hit the road. Oh, I'm excited to see that thing hit the road too. That Ambo is going to be a pretty fun project when it's all said and done. I think especially with all the engine upgrades and stuff like that, knowing that it's going to hit the road good, strong, with tons of power. The power in that thing's going to put what I'm used to in van life to absolute shame. And I'm stoked on that. Because I was going up a backcountry road the other day, that video is tomorrow, and I was struggling going up a hill. I'm like, come on, van, come on. She's heavy with the small engine, so it just bogs itself down quite quick. I gotta crack my door for a second and get some air here. It's hot. We can probably take you guys with us. I forgot you guys are mobile. How's your bone, buddy? Are you good? Whew. Get some air up in here. Oh, that feels good. The diesel heaters that I'm running in the shop are super efficient. So I'm running 2 of them right now. I've got this one here, which is off, and this one, the one, I don't know if you've seen that video, I had one with a glow plug that failed. That's this one. We put a new glow plug in it. Now it's working. So today, since I got to the shop, I've been running both of my heaters. We could probably shut this off. Let's just do that. Running the diesel heaters in the shop work out so good. I'm gonna shut the door. Cruzy, you're so gross, bro. How is that? That's disgusting, buddy. Hey, I'm glad that's not a regular couch because you wouldn't be doing that. No damn way. Imagine that, your dog doing that on your like regular couch. That whole couch belongs to him too, by the way, for anybody that's wondering. That's Cruzy's full-blown couch. All his. So I don't know what I was saying before I got a hot flash. Chromie's getting hot flashes. To love so well, what? To love so well the world? Thanks for the super chat. I've been binge watching my videos from the beginning. Awesome. So something cool happened today. Talk about binge watching from the beginning. I'm driving down the highway today, and there's a section of the highway that slows right down. So I'm slowing right down. You always got to slow down there because there's usually police around that section all the time. It's that section of highways where highways go from like a faster speed to a low speed for a short section. They always sit there. So I slowed right down, and then I seen a black Suburban pull up beside me. I'm like, oh no, is that a cop? Because I was going just above the speed limit, like maybe 5K over. And I'm like, they drove up beside me, and I didn't look over because that's just, who cares? So I'm driving, and it's just a blacked out Suburban with an antenna and stuff on the top. And then all of a sudden I hear this, woo! From beside me, I look over, the window's down, and I could hear it loud, like my window was down. Like it was like, woo! And he's like, oh! The guy was freaking out in the car, in the Suburban, going, oh, I've been watching you from day one to the last one, man. It's so good to see you. It was a police officer. It was awesome. I was like, just he was so pumped up. He was like, woo! It was so cool. Yeah, it was a local police officer pulled up at a Suburban that watches my channel. So, bro, sorry we didn't get the chance to meet each other, but bro fist, maybe next time you can hit those lights, pull me over, and we can have a little chat. And I love that for a lot of people on here that are like, oh, what about the police stuff in van life? I have a lot of police officers that watch my videos. I've had one one from Abbotsford. I've got one from Vancouver. Now I know I have one here for sure. And I've met a few other ones along the way that just, we never really talked. But yeah, it was pretty cool, man. It's fun to see, you know, all different elements of this world watch stuff like this. So a lot of people are always like, oh no, the police will be, they don't care. They got better things to do than worry about me sleeping on the side of the road. Aaron, thank you. Donna Nana, I love that name, Donna Nana. Hello from Vancouver, BC. Can I send you some of my stickers? So I don't have my address posted public anymore. Because I'm on Vancouver Island for a majority of this winter, I can't have too many things pile up at my mailbox in Vancouver. So we did pull our address from being public. Every once in a while, I'll throw it out there for some little thing that we're doing that people can send me some things. But right now we're not doing it because it costs me just about $200 every time I catch that ferry over to the mainland. And so usually when I go over see my kiddo, we go out for a bite to eat, I grab some mail, and then we end up coming back or taking advantage of whatever time we can over there. But yeah, no packages at all are coming to me, but thank you for the offer though. Badge, how you doing, buddy? Nice to have you on the stream. Robin, Jan, Can, Van, nice to have you guys on the stream as well. That fan is about to shut off. I notice when I edit my videos in the shop, you always have that, And I know you guys hear it. There's no way you guys cannot hear it. But that loud noise of the heater, that's the same heaters we have inside of our vans. And it's funny because a video that went up the other day when I was doing the sound deadening on the floor, the last clip of the video, the heaters were off. And it was like, no, that's it. Look how quiet it is in here now. That heater is the same ones we put inside of there. That's the noise we hear inside of there. When you first get a dry air heater like that, it's a noise to get used to. Like it's no joke. It's a constant the whole time. But after a while, the trade-off of the little noise to having the comfort and the heat in your thing, it's no big deal. But that puts it into perspective on how loud those heaters are. Another thing is when you're parked on the side of a road and you're running your heater, they are not quiet. They are loud. Like if you want to try to kind of keep quiet so nobody knows you're in the vehicle, running your heater in the winter is not an option. Especially if you're in like a residential neighborhood, like I put in a video the other day. If I would run my heater there. I don't care. I'm only there for a night and I'm gone. But in that scenario, if anybody was going for a walk, they'd look over and be like, oh, somebody's sleeping in that van. For the most part, it doesn't matter because I'm not I'm not being regular there. So they look over and I won't be back there ever again. It's not really a big deal, but they're not quiet. Those diesel or dry air heaters, those are the Chinese ones. They're super, super loud. Carol Henderson, thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. Miguel, thank you. I love the hippo sticker. Those are hilarious. Those hippos or alligators? Looks like a hippo to me. These little stickers here. They look like little hippos. Step Van Dan, your heater should be there in 4 more days. Steely Matthews, don't need much heat when you're sleeping in a van in your shop. I don't sleep in my van in my shop, Mr. Steely. Once in a while I do if I have a lot of projects going on and I know I got to be back here first thing in the morning, or I happen to be tipping a few of these at night, I'll sleep in my shop, but I always go to town. I way more enjoy sleeping with a bit of noise outside. And the shop is stone silent at night. And I love the breeze through my window. I love the sound of traffic going by. Like there's a Costco around here that I sleep at a fair amount. And I've talked to people going, how do you sleep on that side of the Costco parking lot? It is ridiculously noisy. I love it. I get better sleeps over there when those big trucks are loading in stuff all night to Costco and people are coming in and out of the staff section. I sleep way better over there. So yeah, I don't sleep in the shop very often. I think since I've been back, I slept in the shop the most when I hurt my ankle. I think I was in here for 5 days, I think, because driving just was not really an option. So I think I was probably in here for 5 days or a week at that time. But yeah. The Ballad of Janine. My life is doing very, very good, Janine. Thank you for asking. All right, I'll prop you guys up over here. Forge the road. Have a beer on me. Making stuff with a laser in my van. Super wicked. Be heading to BC soon. Super cool. Thank you so much for that. Get in the van. You can. I just received 2 200-watt panels and a 40-watt solar regulator, but only one 100-watt-hour lithium battery. Do I need more storage for a fridge? Honestly, you know, you're probably talking about a 100 amp hour. So you said watt hour. That would be this big. So a 100 amp hour lithium battery is plenty. Yeah, you'd be fine. Like the only thing you got to think about that is how much power do you have coming in? Like if you're driving around a lot and you're doing alternator charging, one battery will get you through with basic needs. If you're running a 12-volt fridge, which is pretty power conscious, those things probably pull maybe 50 watts at most. They may bump up a little bit when the compressor kicks in, but usually they'll like do 50 and then go down to 10, 20, and then 5 watts and then bump back up again. I know mine's all over the place, but a 100 amp hour lithium battery is plenty fine to start off with. And the great thing about lithium is you can add to lithium. You know what I mean? You buy one of those lithium batteries and 6 months later, you want to decide to add a second one to the bank. You can add to lithium batteries. Make sure the first one's fully charged before you add another charged lithium to it. That way, it, all gets a good fresh start. But that's the good thing. If you were to buy AGMs, I don't think anybody's even buying AGMs anymore. Is that even a thing? It was when I first started my van life. But AGMs, you can't add a new AGM to an old AGM. Like if one's a year and a half old, if you add a new one to it, it's only going to be as good as the half dead one. Lithium is a little bit better on that front. Obviously, if your lithium's, just about dead, adding another one to it's not going to help. But yeah, that's plenty fine. Lon Bowers, more bones and beer for Cruz. Lon, thank you. That was super cool of you. I really, really, really appreciate it. Power in a vehicle is a really, really, really tough subject because it's so common on YouTube to hear people ask questions like, can I run a microwave, an induction cooktop, and a Vitamix blender, which are ridiculous amounts of power draws? Oh, and a ceramic space heater that they have at home in their vehicle. Can they run that on one battery? No. When you move into a van, you need to start thinking about buying van appliances that are made that are more power conscious than the stuff you have at home. Plugging in your ceramic heater at home that pulls like 2,000 watts, that little bugger, you know what I mean, in a vehicle will drain your battery in no time flat. In those scenarios, you toss the plug-in home appliance and you buy yourself a good, like a diesel heater or a propane heater. Preferably stay away from propane, especially with nowadays being that buying diesel heaters inside of your vehicle are a lot cheaper, like the knockoff ones. It's just better to go that route. But you can run those things which run very little power. So when you're in a vehicle, you need to really think about the stuff that you are running. Like, stop those high-powered items. They gotta go. When you're like, well, I want my Vitamix blender, my big 1,700-watt blender. Well, unless you want to put in the cheddar to have a huge power system like I have in my van now, I could run all that stuff. I have 400 amp hours of lithium power in that beast. I got piles of power. I could run all that stuff. But you also put $5,000 into electrical stuff to get those luxuries. Is it worth it? No. Toss that 15, 17, 2,000 watt Vitamix blender out, buy a little magic bullet, suck it up, throw the Pro blender out, buy a little home one. They're runs at 250 watts. It's perfect for van life. You gotta make some adjustments. I know there's a lot of people out there that don't want to make adjustments. Well, then just gonna have to fork out the tons of money for a huge electrical system. So yeah, if you guys are starting van life, like I started van life, basic, you will learn real quick on how to be power conscious. 100%. You'll learn, because especially if you're just charging, you doing like me, laptop and cell phone is the only power needs I had. Then it became laptop, cell phone, fridge. So you learned about keeping things low. And then I bought a little baby blender, Plus, I don't have room for those monster Vitamixes. I don't have a Sprinter, So, yeah, power is a really tough one. And we make videos all the time on power. And power is a really, really tough one for some people to just wrap their head around. A lot of people ask, should we go the Jackery route or should we go with a in-house battery system route? It all depends. Do you know how to do installs or do you not know how to do installs? Like, I have videos on my channel. If you guys want to dive into that stuff, just type in Vancity Vanlife batteries or Vancity Vanlife solar or Vancity Vanlife electrical. And I'm pretty sure YouTube will give you some suggestions on some videos I've made just on those subjects. Oh, John H., thank you. If you guys are wondering, there you go. There's you guys. Overland Interiors, what's up, brother? How you doing, Andy? Beer and Bones, I appreciate the love, bro. John H, thank you so much. Enjoy the channel and some more coffee and bones. John H, I really, really appreciate that. Stephen Branch, hey guy, have a beer on me. Also cruise a bone. I really, really appreciate the love in a monster way. Let me scroll back here and make sure I didn't miss any more of you guys while I was babbling away. I got you, Lon. Lost and Found, thank you so much for the super chat. Perfect. I know I missed a pile of your guys' questions too. That's what happens when you babble, right? So yeah, so someone here just said Foresty Forest uses a ninja food. So yeah, like the only thing is like, and if you look at Forrest videos, because I watch his channel once in a while too. If you look at his videos, he also says, well, I can't do this today because I have to watch my power. He was like, well, I was going to cook on the induction today, but I have to be careful with my power today because we're not driving very much over the next few days. So those are little sacrifices even he has to make in scenarios when you don't have the monster power banks to power everything that you need, you know? So when you're watching channels, catch on those little things because not all the time, especially us YouTubers that have been around for a little while, bringing up those subjects every time we use an item is something that we really don't do all the time. So, you know, catch on those things, catch on those moments like when you're watching Foresty Forest channel and he ends up saying that, oh yeah, I'm not gonna use my induction today because I'm not driving much over the next few days. He's stopping on how he wanted to cook because of lack of power. So, you know, I mean, obviously in that scenario, if he had huge battery banks, he would have no problems. So on that note, while we're here, I'm actually gonna make a video about this subject soon, so I won't dive into it too much. But the SOK batteries I got for my van this year, those 4 100 amp hour SOK lithiums, whoo-hoo, I have barely used those things. And the funny thing is when I say barely use them, if I used what I'm using now with my old battery system, because they were only 200 amp hours, they'd be on the just about dead every day. But because now I have double the power, I always have like 60% battery all the time, even after monster amounts of usage. So having a bigger battery bank, I feel extremely lucky that in 5 years of my van life, I've had the ability to finally put something substantial in here where I don't have to worry about power. Because what happens is on days when I'm producing lots of electricity, because I produce all my own electricity at home, this thing literally feeds itself on the electrical side. When I drive, the alternator charges my house batteries, and then we get a little bit of solar in from the 300 watts on the roof. So I'm generating my own electricity all day. The problem before is when my batteries were full, there was nowhere else to put any of the additional electricity that I was generating from driving. It was just generating it and nowhere to store it. So when I parked for 2 days or parked for a day somewhere and we got really crappy rain, really crappy weather for 2 days and I wasn't producing anything and I didn't really drive very much with the amount of usage I have, I would drain that 200 amp hours down to 20%. You know what I mean? So when I go drive again, sure, it may put it back up to 100, but if I have a couple more days of bad weather and little driving, lots of editing and doing stuff, I will drain the crap out of it. Now that I have double the storage, so now when my old batteries were full, I still got more power I can store. So having more storage is super vital, especially if you're someone who drives a lot. I alternator charge. Alternator charging is probably 90% of my power production is from my alternator. And in the summertime, it does pretty good with solar-wise in the summer, but in the winters out here in Canada, sometimes it's not even worth having solar panels out here in the winter, but because in the wintertime, our sun is literally over there. Like it doesn't go above us. It's like literally on that much of an angle. Alan Cole, thank you so much for that. Chrome, check out Everlander's channel. He has a DIY for your Starlink to modify so you can car mount it on your vehicle and always be connected. Super cool. Thanks for that. Oh, esoteric books. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Chrome and Cruise, did you find the poster I sent you with the electric window kit? I thought you'd appreciate it. Yes, I actually got that. I was looking in the box the other day and I couldn't find the poster. I'm like, where the heck did this poster go? Because I remember pulling that out when I opened it up, because I remember I pulled out part of that stuff on camera in Vancouver. And I'm looking, I'm like, I don't remember where I put that poster. I seriously don't. I wonder if I unrolled it and stuck it somewhere. But I remember you rolling up a poster in there. Can I find it? No. I'm pretty sure I put that poster on video. I wonder if it got cut out in the edit. But I know I remember opening up that box on the streets in Vancouver just before I left on my trip, I think, somewhere around that time. But because I have the box over there, but there's no poster in it. I got your email the other day too, by the way, and I went over there to look at the box. I pulled it. I'm like, where the heck did that poster go? I'm sorry, man. I don't know. Especially with moving things all the way over here to the shop and stuff, it just kind of got chaotic around here. We should go check on Cruzy. You okay with the bone? Well, let's check on it. Let's check on it, bro. He said, don't touch my bone. We got to check on it, buddy. He's like, you're not going to take it. We just want to make sure you're okay, buddy. Is it good? Oh, yeah, you're okay. Just want to make sure he doesn't choke on it. When those things get small, you got to take them away. Kyle B, I just wanted to say thank you for being such an inspiration, along with the straight kindness you spread that rubs off more than you know. Thank you, man. Kyle, appreciate that, buddy, in a very big way. Yo, Chrome, is there a list of items and accessories on your current van? Yes. So I have, it's not up to date, but I have a list of everything that's in my van on the website at vancityvanlife.ca. And 90% of what's in there is on the website. So if you guys go over there, there's links to just about everything. Some of those links may not work anymore because they were done years ago. But if the link doesn't work, just copy the name of the product and Google it yourself. That some people they message me, email me a lot. Chrome, this link to this product doesn't work on your channel, on your thing. Just Google the name of it. Those links on there are all affiliate links, and I don't make anything from those affiliate links. Like, not enough people click on them. Sometimes I might make $10 a month on those affiliates. I think last year we probably made $200 on affiliate links. It's not a big stream of revenue on this channel, so I'm not really worried about it. Just copy the name of it and Google it up yourself. But yeah, we are gonna redo that stuff pretty soon. I neglected a ton last year. There's a lot of things I didn't get done on the channel. It's because you get busy and then you have a girl in your life, which takes up all the other time. So, you know, usually the time that she gets would be the late night times that I would spend doing administration stuff on my channel. But now she gets that time when she's around. So, you know, things get neglected. So, and some people have asked me about the girl that was helping me with all my assistant stuff. She's not doing much for me right now because there's nothing to do. I'm trying to save money. I'm trying to cut down on all the things that we're spending on because that needs to be spent on more than paying for an assistant to do other things. You know what I mean? So we ended up pulling a lot of the stuff that she did. She will be selling stickers for me because I need someone to fulfill those. That just takes up way too much time. So she'll be fulfilling stickers. New sticker packs are coming out very soon. I'm ordering new ones this week. But yeah, so she's not doing much for me anymore. A lot of people have asked me over the time, they're like, hey, do you still have the assistant? Which is Madison from Ray Outfitted, by the way. No, she hasn't done anything for me for a little while now. It's so funny to look over my screen and see me still talking. The little delay, it's weird. Whoo, it's getting hot. Why is it so hot in here today? Seriously, it is 22 degrees inside of my shop right now. 22. Whew. We're gonna take this off. Doesn't help that this thing's got a little, what are they called, Sherpa? A little fuzzy liner. I'm covered in fuzzy stuff now. Rosemary, and what recommendations would I give to people with disabilities who want to go into van life? I know there are some things that are not open to everybody, but there's some workarounds. So that is a question I really can't answer because, I mean, I don't know what your situation is. One thing I do know, because I've hurt my back in the van before, I've had a nasty flu in the van before, and I've also had a sore foot in the van before. So if your mobility is okay and you can get in and out of your regular car now, right? If you can do all those things now, then living in a vehicle, if you can still drive, is the same thing. The only plus side is if you ever need to do something, you have a short distance from your bed to your driver's seat, where before you'd have to go from your home, down the stairs, outside, blah, 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 drive downtown, drive to a place you need to go, where in your vehicle, you could literally sleep around the corner from your doctor's office and go to your doctor the second you get up in the morning, you know what I mean? Like you could sleep outside of an emergency in the parking lot of the hospital if you knew you were having a bad week or something like that. You know what I mean? There's a lot of real big conveniences to it. That, and if you literally spend all your life right now sitting at home in front of the TV, you know, in your favorite armchair, but yet you do like to go out on weekend drives and you're thinking about doing van life. The plus side about van life is you trade in your armchair at home for the front seat of your driver's seat, and you can still drive around and explore from your front seat. So take our dear friend Jeffy Bear, which is in the live stream right now. How you doing, buddy? Jeffy before, because his legs were pretty bad before they took those things away from him, he spent a lot of time just driving around. Like you'd see him in one park on one side of town, sitting in the driver's seat, just hanging out, enjoying the view. And then later he will drive to another part of town and just enjoy a different view. He did that with his limitations at the time. You know what I mean? So it just all depends on your situation. Oh, you drop your bone, buddy. Ew. That's nasty, bro. Ah! Brody, you had to touch that nasty thing. So yeah, I mean, but I can't give you true advice on it because obviously I'm not in those scenarios to know exactly what your situation is. But, you know, for the most part, you know, you can live from the front seat of your vehicle. Like, I could think about me in that scenario. What would I do? I think if I had some limitations, I would still rather be in there than go back to the way I used to live before. Because from here, I can still go see things. I can still drive to the lake. I may not be able to maneuver far from my van at that point, but I'm thinking that, hey, you know, at least I can go down and enjoy the view at the lake from the comfort of my own home. So think of things that way. Think of like, you know, van life as you sitting in your favorite chair, AKA your driver's seat. That's another really good way to put it because that's my favorite seat in my home. It's not I don't have a home with my favorite couch or anything like that. My favorite seat's my front driver's seat because it gets me to fun places. And there's times when, you know, you'll see me just sitting there in my front seat instead of sitting in the back of my van at home. I like that seat. It's a good chair. It has got a good view. Think about it. I can sit in my favorite seat of my home and go to the drive-thru. When some people are sitting at home and if they're sitting in their favorite chair, they got to get up and go to the fridge. I can sit in my favorite chair and then drive to the drive-thru. It's super fun. Think about that in that scenario. Imagine taking your home, shrinking it down to a vehicle and driving your home through the drive-thru. That's what van life is like. It's super fun. Oh, Emmy's in here. Hey, Emmy. How you doing, Emmy? Oh, Patty Crane's in here too. Hi, Patty. How you doing? Holy cow. Sorry, folks. Sorry. I feel like such a bad YouTuber right now. But But anyway, some people have been asking me how Sir Jeffy Bear is doing. He's doing good. And if you ever want to know how he's doing, Jeffy has his own channel. It's just Jeffy Bear. He's been keeping people fairly up to date, even with some YouTube shorts and stuff like that. But I know a lot of people have been asking lately. So yeah, he has his own channel if you guys don't know. You can guys go check him out over there. But Jeffy, bro, nice chat with you. And hopefully your driver stuff goes well. So a little update for everybody. Jeffy's taking driving lessons. He's driving with his hands. So he's taking driving lessons. That would be like seriously playing like the funnest video game. I don't know. It seems fun to me. Imagine that something. It'd be so cool. But yeah, he's taking driving lessons right now. So if he passes all that stuff and everything, you know, works out on that. Oh, so Jeffy just said he has his driver's test tomorrow, which is cool. So hopefully everything goes good. He says the only problem he's been having with driving with his hands is he's a little bit of a speed demon. I guess the car that he's driving is a newer car, so the gas is very sensitive, and so is the brake. So he says when he hits the gas, he goes, it's hard to not realize that he's 10K over, you know. So, but it's pretty cool. So congratulations, Jeff. Hopefully things work out. We're all behind you, brother, and we'll be behind you when you start driving too. Cause sorry, bro, being in front of you when you're driving. Whoo, I don't know, buddy. We're behind you all the time, bro. I love you, Jeffy. Ramblin' Rocketeer, do you want to do me a favor? Do you want to throw Patty Crane's PayPal in the comments for me? And I'll pin it to the top. So Patty Crane has been a long-time commenter on this channel. She's been with me forever. She's been a comment moderator on here for the longest time. She helps kind of keep the comment section nice and clean. She answers your guys' questions for you in the comments. So Patty is saving up money to go down to Arizona and all that stuff down there. So I'm going to get Ramblin' Rocketeer to put Patty Crane's PayPal down there. And I know she's really struggling with trying to take all that little bit of money that the government gives her during the retirement time, I don't know what they call it in the US, to fund all that stuff. And it's been really tight for her. So if you guys want to throw her a little bit of love on PayPal and help Patty kind of move her vehicle down the road a little bit. She was in a video that I filmed in Ontario. She came to my subscriber gathering. So yeah, so Ramblin' Rocketeer, if you're still here, you want to throw that in there? That'd be pretty awesome, because I know Patty will not ask for that. I know Patty will not put that in the comments. She's probably right now going, come, I don't want your help. Come, don't do this. She's too sweet of a person to take help, so I thought maybe this might be a nice time for our little crew here to send her a little bit of love. She's gonna kick my butt right now. I know that for darn sure. Oh, shoot. Oh, see, Patty's like, wait, what? Yeah. Patty, put it in there, Patty. You can do it. You can do it, Patty. Just pop the link in there and I'll pin it to the top. She ain't gonna do it. Ramblin' Rocketeer will do it, though, if she's still here. That's a mighty fine beer. A mighty fine beer. All right, wait for someone to post that link. Underscore, do I need, sorry guys, you guys are looking at my, apparently I think my body is better looking than my face. It's probably not. Do I have to get special insurance for my van? Those are questions that are very hard for YouTubers to answer because we're all in different areas than you guys. Where I live here in British Columbia, we don't need special insurance for the vehicle. We can register the vehicle as a RV if we want. Yeah, it needs to meet some criteria. Then you just register it as an RV itself. But Ideally, my van is registered as a regular van, which means if anything happens to it, nothing else is covered, just the van. My build, everything else on the inside, if it gets destroyed, none of it's covered on my insurance. So yeah, but in Ontario, couple provinces over, it's a totally different ballpark because you can't just register your van and live in it. Insurance companies won't cover you at that point. So these places here, or when you need to just be specific and just go talk to your own insurance companies in your area. Just pick up the phone, call them and say, hey, look, guys, I'm looking at traveling and living in a van. What do I need to do for insurance? And they'll probably guide you from there. Did someone post that link? Am I missing it? Patty's like, you're right, I'm not doing it. Come on, Patty, do it. Anybody on here know Patty Crane's PayPal? Patty, come on, Patty, put it in there. Let us help you. I can't help you unless you put it in there. Come on, Patty, you want to make sure that you get to where you need to go to hang out with some other nomads. If we can share a little love with you, I'm 100% in. So somebody please. Jeffy Bear, you want to do me a favor? You want to text Ramblin' Rocketeer? Oh, there you go. Thank you. The Cat Lady Van, thank you very much. Woo-hoo. Give me a sec, guys. Can't spell. Hold on. Here we go, and I'll find a little. Have you seen the emojis on YouTube? The YouTube emojis are hilarious. I've never seen these before. Take a good look at those. Like I'm looking for like a regular heart or something like that. That's hilarious. Okay, let's post that. Paste, post. Send. Comment. Now let's pin this one to the top. Pin. All right, guys, so I pinned Patty's PayPal in there just to help her out with a little bit of fuel to get her down to all those crazy little nomad gatherings down in the U.S. So, Patty, hopefully this will help you out just a little bit. As soon as I get off the stream, Patty, I'm going to send you some love on there too as well. Patty hates me right now. I know she's like, I love it. Emmy, thank you for sending me that. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that looks like Cruz too. Brad says Tim Hortons or Dunkin' Donuts. I've never had Dunkin' Donuts. We don't have that here in Canada. We have Tim Hortons. But I will say Tim Hortons coffee is mediocre at best. It's not really great coffee. They have good bagels. Their bagels are top notch. So that's why we go to Timmy's in the morning, because I really like their bagels. The McDonald's bagels are, they toast the bagel and then they squirt the butter on it, like out of a jug. It's like, it's gross. At least there they spread the butter and stuff like that. And sometimes you get the chunks of butter on it that are still melting. Woo-hoo, perfect. Yeah, that's the only thing. So is that weird why I go there for my morning coffee? But the only thing good there is their donuts. I mean, their donuts are okay too, but they're not fresh. They make them at another. Here's something messed up. They make the Tim Hortons donuts at another facility. They ship the donuts in a box. I think they're frozen. And then they just heat them, cover them with all the glaze and stuff like that, then sell them. They're pre-cooked. They're not even cooked there. How sad is that? Some things they cook there, but not all those things are other. It's kind of gross, actually, if you think about it. Let's manufacture these donuts, put them in your donut store that you don't even make them, and then sell them. I still buy them. Why not? Oh, Patty says, I love you guys, and she's crying. Oh, guys, so great. Yeah, Patty, you've done a lot for us around here, and I really appreciate you keeping our comments and stuff like that in line. And you've done a lot for us. I just really appreciate it. So, you know, if we all can share back a little love with each other, that's what this whole community is about. That's the most beautiful thing about having a YouTube channel is we get the chance to pull together once in a while and share a little love with some others, you know? Especially because people sometimes always look for ways to help out, always look for ways to help people. And when you're connected in a community like you are with the van life community on here, sometimes it's nice to just share within, you know what I mean? It's a really fun thing. Like a few years ago, we all teamed together and helped out Jeffy Bear. We got him tons of toys for his van and got him, you know, we helped him out. Like the community helped him out. I was not even a part of that part of it, but the community helped him out when his transmission blew. That was nothing to do with me. It was just everybody around here just kind of heard about Jeffy's transmission problem and, you know, we got him back on the road again, which is all because of a bunch of YouTube videos that we make here. And so yeah, in time along the way on this journey, it's super fun when we all can team together and share a little love with some other people. That was like super sweet things that you guys do. Like I gave that girl $100 the other morning, and then right away the next day, someone sent me $20 to help fuel. And then my buddy Glenn's like, hey Chrome, can I send you 100? I didn't even reply to that text. Sorry, bro, if you're watching. He to send me a text message said, hey bro, can I send you $100 for the next homeless person you run into? You know, like that's the community we have around here. It is you guys are incredible people, and I really enjoy having this stuff, you know what I mean? Especially in times when we need to help other people. It's a lot of fun. Someone called me a goat van lifer. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, you guys are pretty good. Chrome, scroll up. Okay, I'm scrolling up when I miss something. Grand Caravan Life, thank you for the super chat. Someone says scroll up. What am I missing? Chrome, ticketed carpenter here, cabin experience. Let me know if you'd like a hand with your build. I'm on Vancouver Island too. Wicked. Hermano, wicked. So yeah, I am doing the whole ambulance on my own. I, may seek out some help from some of you. Like if you're watching right now, bro, totally forget your name. I met a welder guy at the gym the other day. He sent me through an email, but my emails get buried. If I'm not on top of them, they just get buried. And a guy who's a welder, and he built a roof rack system on his Ford Econoline van and a ladder. And he offered to help out or at least teach me how to do things. But if I can do things here at the shop, that would be wicked. So, bro, if you're watching this, reach out to me. It'd be cool to maybe get together and see if we can maybe do the welding for the roof rack system and stuff here at my shop. That would be an incredibly beautiful thing. And to be a part of that and do that stuff in-house is really cool, because once you send that stuff out to get done, for one, the price tag is gonna kill me. But it's also fun and more personal if we can do these things inside of this shop space. I mean, I have a great shop space here. It'd be fun to kind of do those welding projects in here. So, but that's where leaning on some of you as the subscribers are, like the guy who just reached out as the carpenter. Email me. It's just email me at sayit at just any of the emails down below. Just send me one. That way I've got your contact information. Stuff like that is fun because I plan on taking to YouTube to learn. Like if I want to learn how to do I don't know, a certain kind of a cut on a piece of wood, I'm going to take to the Academy of YouTube. I'm going to YouTube it. That way you guys can all watch me learn how to do these things, watching YouTube videos and having the tools here at the shop, And I think it's going to be fun for all of us to see that someone who's not a woodworker can pull off a full van build and hopefully do it without wrecking hundreds of dollars worth of wood, It's going to be a fun project. The good part about the woodworking side of that thing, I'm pointing at the wrong one. That thing right there, is Emmy is going to be building out some cabinets and stuff in her van here before I do that. So I'm hoping I can learn a few things on her wood. Because I mean, I won't wreck all your wood, but you know, it'd be fun because now we get the chance to use some of the things in my shop that we haven't used for woodworking yet to actually build out some cabinets. So hoping that time that she spends doing that I can take some knowledge out of it and put it into the stuff that I'm doing on my build as well too. I also purchased some tools and stuff just for building cabinets, like the track saw and things like that I used in a video the other day. So putting all these tools that I bought in the shop to some real use is going to be a lot of fun. How much do I pay for my Starlink per month? $190. I think it's $191 Canadian is what I pay for my Starlink. I love Starlink. Starlink is, it's awesome. It's so cool to be out in the backcountry and be able to throw up my Starlink and upload a video from the backcountry or do a live stream from the bush or just like, I mean, it doesn't have to be in the backcountry. Like I throw my Starlink up at a Walmart. I don't care. It's easier than using my cellular data. I have been using Starlink a lot less since I came back from my summer travels because we do have internet here at the shop. So between the time I use at the shop, sometimes I'll just come in here in the morning, upload my video, and then start working on the ambulance. So I've utilized the shop and my cell phone data more than my actual Starlink since I've been back. So is it worth having Starlink? Yes, because when you're out in the bush and you want to watch a little Netflix and you're 50K deep in the bush, perfect. It's awesome. Sorry guys, I'm not even reading your comments. I think that's the point of a live stream, I think. Isn't it? Reading comments? All right, what do we got here? Billy Redhawk, thanks for the super chat. This is for Cruz. Go figure. Thank you. Already gave you coffee. Super sweet. Cruzy's, we should check on him. He's slobbered away on something. Hey, let's check on it. Let me check on it. Are we doing it? It's disgusting, bro. I think we're gonna take this away from you. I think we're done, bro. We're done. We're done, bro. Hey, how was that? Was that good? He's gonna pass out now? Oh, it was a lot of work, wasn't it? Okay, they can hang out with you for a minute. We're gonna leave them with you, okay? That cool? You talk to them, I'm gonna go fill up your water jug, okay? Chris, you gotta stay with them. They need to see your face. There you go. I'll be back in a sec, guys. I'm gonna be getting some water. Here you go, buddy. You got you some water, Cruzy. It's just water. Don't get excited. It's not food. Oh, good stuff, bro. A little ASMR there for them, buddy. So I don't have any running water inside of my shop. And I know a lot of people have asked me over the time about the shop, about having a bathroom or anything like that in here. We have no running water inside, no plumbing, no floor drains, no nothing. So I don't have the means of putting a sink in here or anything like that. So I have pondered about putting an off-grid sink inside the shop, doing a sink system like we would in a van, where we put the jugs underneath. We have one jug to pull water from to wash our hands, the other jug to contain the gray water. The problem is I don't have anywhere to dispose of the gray water here on the property. I did speak to the owner here when I first came back from my trip, and they're doing a bunch of work around the shop here, I think this coming summer or between now and the summer, where they're gonna have the septic guy come back out. So They may put a little thing out here where I can have a means of disposing some gray water. So if I need to pour out some stuff, I have a place to put it. But right now I don't have a means for that. So having a sink inside the shop is not an option. And I think he said he's going to try and take a look and see if there's enough of a grade from my shop down to the septic tank across the way. If there is enough of a grade, he's going to look at maybe getting a drain system put in so we can have a drain outside. So I can put an outside shower. So yeah, we may be able to build a little gazebo thing outside or something like that right outside the door where I can wash my hands and it'll drain into the septic tank, and maybe a place where we can put a shower outside, you know, buck naked outside. It's all good. I'll put a door on it. So yeah, we talked about those options there too, but that won't be coming up anytime soon. I'm in no rush for stuff like that. I have a chain gym membership. Those are just luxuries for the shop, because it would be kind of nice after a dirty day here at the shop to go outside, turn on my Julka hot tap shower, because I'd probably put one out there, turn that thing on, have a warm shower, clean up so I don't have to leave the shop, drive all the way to the gym, have my shower so I can go to bed clean. That's another reason why we bounce out of here all the time, because I am dirty after I leave here. So before climbing into bed, I always go back to town to have a shower. So it'd be cool to just have one here and then take off. So if that time ever comes, that would be awesome. But yeah, that's why I know people ask me all the time, well, why don't you do this at your shop? We don't have the means. Some people are like, why don't you have a washer dryer at a shop? I'm like, for one, I don't want one at the shop. But for two, there's no plumbing in here at all. Oh. Do you sleep in the shop at all? No. On occasion I do, but no. Like this, I think in the last month I stayed here once. Once? Twice? Twice, because we stayed here once outside when we got snowed in with Lauren. And then before that, I stayed here one time with Joseph. We slept outside, not inside though. We sleep outside. Then the Joseph, we got snowed in that one time, and Joseph was here, so we stayed outside the shop. And then the only other time I've really stayed here was when I hurt my foot, because I couldn't drive, and I hurt my foot in the shop. So when Emmy brought me back from the hospital, I just stayed here. She took off, I stayed here. Yeah, not too often. So I see someone asked a question. Darcy, he has SOK batteries. So in my van, I'm running 4 100 amp hour SOK batteries. Those things are amazing. I love them, and I would highly recommend them to absolutely anybody. They've been super awesome. They went through this whole winter without a hiccup. They also didn't see those extremely low temperatures like my last batteries did when they failed out, but they have been incredible. Will I be putting SOK batteries in here? Heck yes, I will. I would love to have SOK be a major part of this channel. I mean, maybe that's an email I need to make, you know, because when you buy batteries like that and you really fall in love with the product, it'd be cool to have them on board as the channel sponsor, you know. I really like their batteries. Stephanie, thank you for that. It's my birthday today, 57 years young. Happy birthday to Cruz too. Stephanie, happy birthday, and thank you so much for the birthday present to me. Cheers. Hopefully you're enjoying your birthday there tonight. Ooh. This beer was a bit better when it was cold. James, thanks for the super chat. For the AMBO, from what I read, diesel fuel will be the same price as gas by the summer. That's good news. But it doesn't really make a difference because this won't be on the road this summer. It'll be drivable this summer, but won't be on the road this summer. I'm pretty sure we got another year before this thing is out there and bombing around. It's building a vehicle is, especially when you're doing a full restoration like we are on this thing, and that's what that ends up becoming, is a full restoration. We're not just buying a van and doing a van build. We're doing everything from the frame up, redoing suspension, upgrading some things to like the 4x4 stuff. So we'll cover these things in those videos, of course, but we're on the 4x4 kit in here. It's digital. So you push the button on the dash and it clicks into 4x4. I asked because Lauren did the 4x4 kit on here years ago. And I told Lauren, I don't want anything electronic. Let's yank that out. Let's put just a standard one on the floor so I can just push it into gear and I know it's in 4x4 when it's in 4x4 manually. I want to cut out any reason for this thing to fail on me in the backcountry and cause problems, you know? So cutting out on some of that digital stuff or electronic stuff when it comes to like at least the drivetrain anyway, we're getting rid of that. But yeah, this thing's going to be a big project, and I am going to try and take on a few more channel sponsors this year just because that will drain me dry. And if I can get some channel sponsors on board to alleviate the cost on that thing, why the heck not? So yeah, instead of saying no to everybody, because I say no to brand deals all the time. I'm like, nope. I don't want to push your video game or push your whatever. No. This year, I might ease up and take on a couple more. So we have 2 main channel sponsors this year. Surfshark and Jackery is back on board for another one. This will be 5 years with Jackery. So yeah, that's how we make that bank to pay for things like this. Thank you to Jackery. Thank you to Surfshark. Mike Rogers. Hey, Chrome. I'm glad I caught this live. Wicked Mike, nice to have you here. Derek says Bud Light is better. You enjoy your Bud Light. I got a cool box of beer for Christmas. I bought myself a really cool box of beer. Let me show you. Check this thing out. Excuse me. Excuse me. This is my advent calendar. My adult advent calendar. Okay, open up. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Look at this. 24 craft beers. There's a lot of really unique ones in here, and the only ones that are out of here are any of the IPAs are all out. But yeah, you want one, buddy? So gingerbread, ESB, all sorts of cool stuff in here. And these are all local breweries too. Dog Mountain Brewing. Say hello to my little friend. Hey, buddy. You know who that is? That's Al Pacino, bro. Scarface. It's a fruitcake ale. I'm a little bit worried about trying that one. But pretty cool, right? Pretty cool, right? You know, I was picking up some stuff for the shop and I seen that. I'm like, that'd be interesting. I enjoy my craft beer. I'm just not adventurous as that box. That box is in a very adventurous. There's fruitcake ale? Are you serious? There's lots of like chocolate things and all sorts of crazy stout stuff and things that I don't normally. I'm more of I like myself a hazy IPA or an IPA or a hazy pale ale or a double IPA. I'm more an IPA and a PA, an IPA and a pale ale kind of guy. All those other crazy ones, they're going to be a bit of an experience. But that's why I bought it, because it's fun to try new stuff. Miller Draft or Guinness. I have a Guinness in my fridge, bro, if you want to come over and have one. I got one. DJTroy.ca. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate the love. Bappy Hearth Day. That's hilarious. Oh, but brother, at a Scotch one? You seriously make those advent calendars full of Scotch? That's an expensive advent calendar, if that's what I think it is. Jeez. Smokey Devan, nice to have you on the stream, buddy. So some people have asked me too, because there's a high school in the USA that took on my ambulance as a project to do some van build stuff to give me an idea on it. And he sent me through some video clips, which I haven't put together in a video. So he's sent me videos of the kids mapping out the floor and stuff like that in the classroom, trying to figure out my layout. Well, I had a live stream with those kids the other day, and we talked about the build. They showed me what they've come up with already, but I think they're only working on it until the end of January, and they're done with the project. And I think the teacher said he might put this ambulance out to his senior class or his advanced drafting class. And that's a possibility for later on for maybe getting some more ideas on it. But those kids should be done with that project here, hopefully by the end of the month. And then I'll share with you what they've done for me. And they've got some really great ideas. The best part about it for me so far was to see the interior of my ambulance with the possibility of a build inside, to kind of see what, like an outlook of it. Because right now the inside of the ambulance is just a giant big mess, like a big curvy walled, what the heck am I going to do with it mess. So seeing the little shots, the 3D diagrams and stuff like that those kids have put together really kind of makes me excited about visually seeing the inside as an actual living space. So I'll share all that stuff with you guys once all that stuff is finished, probably by the end of the month with those guys. I'm pretty stoked on it. The kids have been awesome, asking me lots of great questions, giving me lots of really cool ideas. And some of them were like talking about things about doing like a table that kind of flipped up with a leg that popped down. And at the time I'm like, I'm not really sure about it. But then now after you rethink about it, you're like, well, that may work for some areas. That's a really cool idea. Just maybe have a pop. Oh man, the kids were really thinking. That's the cool part about it. They really thought about things. And I love that, to get other people's perspectives on my build when they don't live in a vehicle, which changes how they design things. They think of things different than someone else, because they actually have all the measurements of my space, so they know exactly what I'm working with. It's fun. I've had a lot of good times with them. Chrome, what's the biggest gig or crowd I ever DJ'd for? Awesome channel. So I was a club DJ for most of my life, and I mostly did club events, except for towards the tail end of it. I stopped in 2016. I worked with a concert promoter, and the largest, I'm not sure if that was even the largest. I started to do concerts for a booking agent in Canada. So she's a booking agent for tons of artists like Warren G, Little Kim. I'm trying to think of artists. I've DJ'd for Pazza artists for this lady. I've DJ'd for Warren G, Little Kim, 3-6 Mafia, Ice Cube, Exhibit, Flow Rider, Tech Nine, Shawn Mendes, Danny Fernandez. Oh my God, the list goes on forever. But probably the biggest show I did would be Flow Rider. So, and I have clips of that Flow Rider show on my channel. I have a video. If you type in DJ and Vancity Vanlife, I'm pretty sure one will come up. Some of the stupid wedding videos I did at the beginning of my channel, those will definitely pop up. So don't do weddings. I did them because they were paying me high price money when I first moved into the van. They just suck the life out of you, those things. But probably the largest audience show I did was Flow Rider. That was a fun one. So the Flow Rider concert was me, my buddy Bobby, which is like me and my buddy Bobby did a live DJ and drum show for a good chunk of my club career. So while I DJ'd in my club set, my buddy Bobby was on a full drum kit and literally drummed he was a beast. What's up, Bobby, if you're watching? A beast on the drums. And so when we got called out for Flow Rider, it was me and Bobby. We did the live DJ and drum show, and we also had Abe, or Aborg. He is a huge 10-foot LED robot. So, and then we had two dancers with us too, which were BC Lions cheerleaders. We had two, we called them Bobby and them called them the Electrobot dancers. So we did that at the Flow Rider concert, and it was a lot of fun. It's probably the biggest, I don't know if I should say biggest audience, man. Ice Cube pulled an audience, man. I think Ice Cube may have been the biggest. The arena-wise, for size of an arena that I was in, the Flow Rider one would probably have been the biggest, but I don't know. The Ice Cube one pulled a big show. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's a few things on my channel about that. Good times. Do I miss the club? Yeah, I very much miss the club in a pretty big way. Music's a big part of me. I have a little DJ booth here at the shop. I have a DJ booth inside of my van, and the music side, now that YouTube is now running YouTube Shorts, the music side may be something I start to introduce onto a DJ Chrome channel at some point in the near future. So we will see. I've also been pondering the idea over the last year about starting a DJ mix. I already got all the design work is all done. Everything's all done. Website stuff is all done. Everything's all laid out, ready to go. It's just a matter of debating on if I'm really gonna pull this thing off, if I do have the time to actually pull off a proper mix every single week. And yeah, but that's a possibility. Maybe putting out a full-blown DJ mix every single week. Or at least once a month for sure. So I don't want to launch this stuff until I know I'm ready and have the time to commit to all of it. So, but yes, my music side will be coming more to YouTube very soon. I'm probably starting my own channel. I already did. I haven't launched it yet. Oh, Vanlife Jr., what's up, buddy? Nice to have you on the stream, bro. Junior says, I remember you showing me the videos. It looked like such a blast. It was good times. I'd show you guys right now, but my laptop's playing my... Hold on, can I? Hold on. I can probably do it for you right now. Hold on a sec, guys. New tab. YouTube. We're going to play YouTube on a... Okay, let's do it. Vancity Vanlife DJ. Yeah, first video. Let's do this, my friends. Let's watch a YouTube video while watching a YouTube live stream. That sounds like fun. Hold on. Let's go ahead. There's an old video, man. This video's from like 4 years ago. Here, that's me. Sorry, my speaker's blowing in my laptop. That's like a super old club shot, like really old. That's super old. Okay, let me skip to the Flow Rider one. I mean, I made this video, I thought I'd include a little bit of everything in here. Ah, screw it, I'm just gonna let it play. It's only like a couple minutes. Sorry for the blown speaker. This is a, you hear it? It's got a little rattle to it. A little hard to read, a little hard to watch that one. This one's super old too, like super old. Yeah, DJ Chrome, get it, buddy, get it! Always girls in the booth. Is my buddy on the drums? Oh, good times.
I'm just editing this.
So hold on.
Some freaking crazy clips, brings back so many good, awesome memories.
Let's skip ahead here. Here you go.
Guys, don't forget to smash that thumbs up. Okay,
Here's the Flow Rider one. That's my drummer buddy.
Action.
My name is DJ Chrome, and this is Drum and Dirty, and we are bringing the live DJ and drum show to Chilliwack for the Flow Rider concert on Tuesday, July 19th.
We're bringing our 10-foot LED robot A-Borg, our Electrobot dancers, a big fat drum kit for some big fat beats. Get your tickets at crossplayercenter.com.
so good. And that's the concert.
Come on, people, clap those hands tonight.
A little bro fist for DJ Chrome. Bro fist for the drummer. I'll shop for my booth.
We got Flow Rider live in concert right here in Chilliwack tonight. Are you guys ready? Let's go.
Ah, yeah. There you go. That was probably the biggest event I did. That was Flow Rider. If you're looking for that video, it's on my channel. It's called My DJ Life Before Van Life and My Future with Music. Yeah, that probably sounded like garbage. My speakers on my laptop are, how you doing, buddy? Are totally blown. They're completely destroyed. Horrible. All right, let me pull up my chat here. Oh. Where'd you guys go? There you are. So I didn't read any of you guys' comments while that was going on, so let me go through them. Chelly, thank you so much for the love. I seriously appreciate it. Kim, thank you so much for the love. Super cool. You guys are great. Cruzy, people really like you, bro. I think you're the only reason why I have subscribers. You know that? You can come say hi to everybody. Say hi, bro. Are you happy? You had a treat? You had something to drink? It's a good day, isn't it, bro? Oh, man. So let me show you something that I was painting the other day. Oh, let's go the other way. Can't go through that way. It's not done yet, but this is my air filter cover for the top of the motor. So when you open up the hood, this is right front and center. I'm going to put another coat on here. I just brushed it on with a paintbrush. It's not perfect, but from a distance, it looks good. And then we're going to paint this and this green. So I'm going to mask all this stuff off and then paint that and that green. So right from the front, when you open up the hood, it'll have a little piece of that lime green from the motor that's hidden way down behind it. Looks pretty good. I destroyed a paintbrush in the journey. Yeah, all I did with this was just sprayed the actual spray paint. And then I let it dry. I let the spray paint dry until it thickened up a little bit. And yeah, I brushed it on there. Worked out pretty good. I think it looks great. Hi, Crazy. All right, let's go sit down over here, buddy. So I shut the heater off and the shop's holding temperature pretty good. When I shut the heater off, it was 23. It's 21. And how long has it been off for? Half an hour? The shop holds temperature pretty good, guys. Pretty good. All right, let's get in here and answer some more questions here. And then, how long have we been live? Let's say 90 minutes. All right. We're doing pretty good. How did I get the confidence and or the courage to do what you have done in life? Aaron, that is a really good question. Coming from a kid, if you look back at my past, I had no friends in high school, zero. People beat me up on a daily. I was just a fat kid and people chronically beat me up. And in some ways, I have them to thank for the life that I ended up living. What's wrong, Cruzy? Because by them pushing me out of the circles of people, I didn't want to be around them. Nobody wanted me to be a part of them anyway. So during that time in high school, I really had a monster passion for music. And I loved the whole aspect of radio where people talked and played music. And I was like, I want to be a radio person. That was my kiddie dream when I was little. And then by the time I hit 13 11, 12 years old, I really wanted to be a DJ, like a DJ. So without having any friends, it allowed me to really explore that side of myself without having friends or anything like that involved, without other people like that in my life. It allowed me to just hyper focus on music. So what gave me the confidence was getting so good at that music side of my life. You know, that is a part of my world that I felt good about. I was good at it. And I knew at that age I had a good voice for it. So when I was 14, I started DJing at a roller rink, and that's what gave me my start. You know what I mean? It allowed me to put my voice out there publicly, but yet still be tucked away in the corner. And at the roller rink, the DJ booth was way up top. So when you skated around the rink, I was up there. So you really didn't see me anyway, unless you were on the other side of the rink, making your round around that far corner. If you looked up, you could see me. So it allowed me to still be away from people, but yet still be me. I could talk and play music and share who I personally was without the judgment of other people who used to beat me up all the time and pick on me for being just a fat kid that never fit in. So during that time in my life at the age of 14 allowed me to learn how to express myself. And it was around that time that my life started to change. 14, 15, 16 is when I started to mold into more of the music side of me. And then I was just a DJ my entire life since I was a kid. So yeah, anyway, guys, I think we're done here for the day. Thanks for watching this crazy video that turned out to be a lot more fun than I expected. It was cool to bring in some of the old music stuff and show you guys some of that. But anyway, y'all, I want to say thank you. Thank you to everybody who's commented. I will leave the comments on the replay live. So if you're watching this on the replay, because we have that option to leave the comment section on or off, I'll leave the comments live in there. And then by me leaving it live, it allows me to go back in and read all the comments through and through, and then maybe put together a Q&A video with some of the great questions that you guys asked that I missed in the live stream. Thank you guys for watching. And if you missed Cruzy in this video, go back and hit the replay right now because it started with Cruzy sleeping on the floor. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate all the love. And for anybody that went over there to help Patty in the top pinned comment with a little bit of love to get her moving around, I really, really, really appreciate it. Thanks, you guys. I love you all tons and tons and tons. I'll see you for an adventure video tomorrow.